Yeah.
Come to that.
By 10 years of age, we had snuck on a bus and drove across town, unbeknown to my parents, to the mall because we just needed something to do over the summer. There really weren't any babysitters back then, so we took it upon ourselves to occupy our time. One time, Pete and I found an abandoned motorcycle, actually, in the ditch. And we tried our damnedest to push it home, thinking that, no problem. Mama would never ask a single question about where we got this. We were 10. I mean, it's not like it's just something... nothing was absolutely strange about that. So, and at 9 years of age, Pete and I, my parents were celebrating the anniversary. Pete and I put on a magic show, which of course is professionally done.
Yes.
But in addition to the show, and we wanted to provide him with a little refreshment, so we went to the corner store, bought him some chocolates, and we thought, well, it would be nice to buy our parents some beer for their anniversary. They like beer. We couldn't figure out why in the world this clerk would not sell them to us. We walked away disappointed because we thought that was the clutch element. The celebration was the beer that he did not let us buy. We saw nothing wrong with that. There were a lot of memorable adventures growing up. Right. We went through a lot. We were close at times, and then there were times that we were not so close. He started college just a few months after his 17th birthday, and I was at the time 19. So as any older brother did, I gave him my ID, so at least he could get in to see, to go to the bars or something.
The good stuff.
A 17-year-old starting college is not a whole lot of fun. So, we look nothing alike, so I'm not sure if that would really fly. So what Pete did was, and some of you might know the story, but he took my ID, and the first thing he did was get a tattoo. Because you have to be 18 to get tattoos. So the tattoo on Pete's left arm is property of Michael Bublovich, tattoo color, for which I have a lifetime warranty for any touch-ups. Yeah. So, I'm not sure if I need to mention this or not, but Pete took 7 years to graduate college. 7.5, stand corrected. He had at least 3 minors, but did graduate with a pilot's license and a finance degree at one time. I was in school 300 miles away, so we did not see each other very often, and we grew a little bit apart. However, thankfully to my folks' generosity, they sent me to Europe to do a study abroad year, and they sent me for 8 months to study in Italy. And that was a very special trip to me because Pete ended up joining me there for 6 weeks. And it's also the place where I met my wife, Alyssa.
Oh, yeah.
True story.
Amsterdam. Thanks, Adrian. Europe in general sounded more exotic than Amsterdam. But that was the first time, I was 23 years of age, and that was the first time that Pete and I had spent any significant time together since we were kids in high school. And we spent 6 weeks together traveling. We flew in, and we had a wonderful time. We got matching tattoos in Amsterdam. We jumped on our backpack, huh?
Shared with me?
Shared? No, we did not. Yeah.
Each had their own.
We did not share any
Hookers.
I work exclusive.
It was all mine. We did slide down on our backpacks on a snowy mountaintop in Switzerland.
That's what I did.
Yeah. Pete introduced me to scuba diving in Spain. We got robbed in Rome. Yeah. And we got kicked out of our hotel room in Munich. So we had wonderful, wonderful memories that
That's the
that I'll never
lifetime.
forget. And hopefully Peter, certainly this is something that Peter will remember for the rest of his life as well. So moving forward, I really look forward to building new memories with my beautiful new sister.
College boy.
And her wonderful family, the Jeffries. So hopefully one day we can talk about how we played a wonderful round of golf in Australia. We got blistering drunk in South Africa. And we enjoyed a nice plate of meat jelly.
Yes, circle, yes.
One of my wife's favorites. Meat suspended in gelatin. It's a delicacy.
Sounds good. I'll have that.
I remember when Pete first met Kelly. It was he was extremely excited, unusually excited actually, and it was kind of funny because they started off dating slowly a little bit, and then ran things up really quickly. But he referred to her as his lady friend at first. And that was sort of a running inside joke in our family is, how's your lady friend doing? When are we going to meet your lady friend? As they dated. Even when we knew Kelly would still refer to her as his lady friend as a joke. Because, after meeting Kelly and we could understand why Peter was so excited. But when they got engaged, I thought that, wow, they moved in together, they got engaged, everything was happening so quickly. The one thing that I was really, really concerned about was the loss of my flight privileges. Prior to Pete getting engaged to Kelly, I was flying free, first class, around the world on Pete's pilot classification. So I was very, very, very devastated about that. Yeah. But after meeting Kelly, you saw how wonderful this woman was, and she took Alyssa and I in and embraced us, as well as did her family from day one. And this was something that touched us. As a matter of fact, Roger and Gigi were so embraceful, if you will, that they had Alyssa and I witness their will as they were flying out overseas to Australia. Yeah.
You're like, it was perfect timing.
Yeah.
I had to do it.
So, not too much longer, guys. On behalf of my family, I want to welcome the Jeffries into our lives. We have families of similar backgrounds. Both from countries troubled by political unrest, that our parents, Kelly, took us halfway around the world to build a better life, to have a better opportunity for our children, and to meet in, of all places, Columbus, Ohio, to bring these two wonderful families together. I think we will blend well, and I think we'll have a long, long, happy future together. So in closing, having forgiven now Kelly for taking away my dear flight privileges, which meant so much to me, let's raise our glasses to this wonderful, wonderful couple.
Oh, retreat, Katie.
They say that matches are made in heaven. This match is made in Jamaica.
I love it.
About as close as you can get to heaven. And I want to thank you all for coming to celebrate the union of my best friend and my brother and his beautiful, beautiful wife, a wonderful woman, and welcoming such a warm family to ours. So thank you.
Hey.
Oh,